Welcome everybody to the BIDE podcast, the podcast of the Barcelona International Dance Exchange. Today in our episode 65, we are with our dear friend and long-time collaborator with BIDE and participant Simone Kieltyka. Simone, thank you so much for being with us and welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Hello. I'm really happy to be with you all.
So first, from where are you talking with us today?
From my hometown, in my house, or I'm in my apartment in Cologne, Germany.
Great. So from Germany, Cologne, let's shoot the first question. Usually we start by asking to our guest about themselves, not about what they do. So if you want to share with our listeners and our audience, who is Simone? If you want to define yourself or describe yourself.
Oof. I am a 43-year-old woman that came more than 20 years ago to Cologne to study sports because she is, and I hope I will be, a mover and a dancer. And and I really like my place here. I really like the city. I like to move. I like to dance. I like to laugh. I like humor. I like meeting friends, talking to people, having fiesta, going to some festivals in the summer. I like and love my family. I miss my sister. She lives in New Zealand, really far away, so it's not easy to see each other. So this is how and who I am and what I do and what I like.
Great.
Yes.
And besides the humor, because I would like to talk about the humor in the next question, what do you think that you bring to the performing arts or to the dance world? What is the offering that Simone is bringing to us nowadays?
Maybe it's a little bit of a lightness, because my study career was not in the really straight way as a usual dance career, like studying dance or like having an academic background and only in dance. So dance came into my life early. Then I went to ballet classes and I love to dance. Even when I was 3 years old, I was dancing on a ferry in the disco there, like a really small kid. My parents had to search me in the whole boat because I was disappeared and I was dancing there alone in the little discotheque. So I don't know. So this is and then I went a little bit more for the sports, for ball games, kind of like to say ball games, it's a bit strange, but like playing in a team, I played tennis and volleyball, and I did track and field and stuff. And then I found my way back to dance and to the creative part of it, to improvisation, to physical theater. So the thing that when I come to a dance class or like meeting other dancers, I really feel that there is a big insecurity or like somehow a fear of being judged and expectations from outside that maybe would not be fulfilled. So this is a pressure that I feel, and somehow also this it causes a little tension in the room already before the whole thing has started yet. So this is maybe what I can bring into the dance field. Fuck that. Just dance, they wanted to tell me also, you cannot do that after my sports studies and my creative career there and my studies that I did there. I also wanted to go on this, like, in, let's say, normal study dance thing, and I wanted to apply in a university and stuff. But I was at the end of 20s, like nearly 30, so they told me, no, you're too old now, you cannot do that. And it nearly costs me really my passion, or like the will. It broke my will to do that, to follow this. And then I said, maybe, who are you to say that I cannot dance anymore? So I just did it, and I did it in not in the whole world, but in many parts of the world. I just went there to get the knowledge to dance, to learn some techniques, to learn some like approaches to dance. And I was in Israel, I was in Belgium, I don't know, I was in Spain a lot, as you know. And so so this is maybe the thing that I can bring to this, like a positivity, and don't give too much to that anybody judges you. So maybe this is the thing. Yeah.
Great. And amazing. And because we know we know each other already a lot, and I have the chance, to see you through the years. I'm totally witness that what you are just sharing is what you really are bringing to this world. So I mean, transparency and honesty from your side is always something that is for sure be there, and also I would like to ask you about the sense of humor, because then we talk about also with BIDE how you sort of relation with our programs, but you bring a super interesting BLab during our B meeting now in June about the sense of humor in dance. So from where came this for the people who maybe don't know your work, and what type of back you have after bringing this type of approach that is not the usual in the contemporary world, that tend to be more formal, more with this kind of church type of energy or seriousness. So if you can, enlighten us, can be great.
So you want to know where this come from?
Yes,
yes, that I want to do that.
And from where you feel that this became I don't know, going.
Yeah. Well, it's a little bit connected to what I said before. So I realized that I really like dance pieces and choreographers and icons, I don't know, who are using this in my opinion. So they don't took themselves like too seriously, or they have a really surrealistic and surreal language of choreography and dance, and they surprised me. So I really like to be surprised, and in many dance pieces, when people are really if they dive really deep into the technique and stuff, I can also enjoy it, and it's really wow to see, but it's not really touching my heart so much, I would say, or like it's not moving so much. It doesn't move me so much from the inside. And when I see something really maybe also like really dark and black humor, or like something really scary also sometimes, but it can also surprises me. It makes me sometimes laugh. Maybe sometimes it just opens your mouth, and it's not the laugh cannot come out, because it's also on the same time really like a bit shocking. So this is that I realized that this I like, and then I was a little bit also on the hunt for how they create this. So I was curious if there is somehow a way to produce it. How do you get to this? And this is what I call also this humor thing. So because it's a little bit silly sometimes. Also, the movement is not super perfect. It's not super symmetric sometimes. It's surprising. And so this was, I realized that I enjoying watching it. So I was wondering, how can I produce it somehow. So I was also going to a research and seeing many productions on films, like on video. I was in an archive and at the German Film Institute for Dance. So I had really like also research to see pieces and see different works. And so this was the starting point to go dive and go a little bit deeper into this topic. And it is really interesting. So it's also a bit difficult because it is sometimes, if you would like try to touch something that is really really vague or like fluid, it's not so easy to really put the finger on it. And if you want, then it's already gone. It's a little bit foggy, and it's also a little bit nice that you don't know exactly what it is. So this mystical thing is also interesting about humor also, and that it's not the same for everybody, and that there is no really recipe. There are some rules, I understand now, but it's kind of it's individual, and there is so much also about situation, context, timing, and everything. So this is also it's not easy to find some recipe for that. But it's I'm still on the searching for something that, how to approach it somehow, and if I can find my own choreographic language somehow as a dance creator. So this is what I try to get out of this also. Yeah.
Super. And you feel connected to some other artists who have this kind of approach, or maybe reference?
Yeah.
Maybe they don't need to be part, from the dance world. Of course, we like humor in the theater, movies, or whatever, but from more from the performing arts, if you can name a few, or if you have contact with some of them.
I really like Peeping Tom, and I also like Ultima Vez. I also like Andrea Boll. She lives now, or she's creating and working now in Switzerland, but she had a Dutch collective that called Hans Hof, and their work is also really like, it really was blowing my mind when I saw it the first time. There are a few ones in Cologne also, and there is, of course, all these icons of Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin, and and George Floyd. So this is these are also my heroes a little bit, and I was completely I really liked also the Big Lebowski. So this sense of humor is really my stuff and my style. So I don't know, it's I don't know if there are more. Of course there are more, but I just don't know. There are a few ones in the circus world. So there are really, some people do this, of course. This is also, it's not that I'm the first one or whatever, but
No.
So but this is what I'm looking for, that and also to connect. I have a colleague here in Cologne, Julia Mota, and she's she's the leader of the founder of the performing group, and I also really like her work and what she's doing. So I had a conversation with her, and so I try also to connect, and to exchange and to speak and to listen to each other sometimes, and somehow to exchange ideas and to network also a little bit, and to support also. I really like to support, and I also like to be supported, of course. But so this is my my sense of or being part of the community, kind of. No, this is what I think that is important.
Great. And following this train of thought, what do you think that is, or what do you feel that this performing artists give you back? What is in the return to your experience, to your life, to your way that you reflect about your curated planet, the Simone creative planet, and also from the pedagogical side, because you also, then I'll be asking about that also, but what do you think from the artistic side that is coming back to you?
When we speak about the BIDE lab from this year?
No. I'm talking about this, the performing arts in general.
In general. Okay. When I get back, I think I get back from the performing arts and from my colleagues, of course, feedback, also the chance to face some borders that you have and that you have to cross. Maybe I had also, for example, I was not a big talker on stage. I really don't like it to do this, to do this. And in my early years of performing, I really was completely afraid of it. But now it's not that I like it, but I think I can do that. I can do it, and I do. So I don't know. It helps me to grow, to confront myself. It helps also to express feelings and visions and ideas. It gives me a platform also, to make ideas visible. You can meet really great people from all around the world. It is a common, performing arts are like a common passion that you share, that you have already one thing at least in common besides being human. And so this really connects. So I feel really connected, and I sometimes I also travel by this. So I go, if I look for something that I can learn somewhere, as for example the Gaga summer school or Gaga intensive school in the summer. So I did this, and I connected, or I combined holiday and traveling and connecting to the performing arts and the world there that they have there. So this is what I get out sometimes, or Spain, or like Brussels. I already said that I was to the summer school a few times, just to combine this, to learn something, to connect, and to travel a little bit also.
Great. And also I want to ask you about your pedagogical side, because you are in Cologne. That now I would like to hear about your work there. But and also something that we was talking with some of our last guests, about being in a place where you are teaching now since a long time ago, how you feel that the new generations relate with what is the body today, or what is being on stage, or what can be a creative process or research, because you are, you have these frictions in a good sense with the new generations there. So can you share a bit about that?
Yeah. Yes, I think because it's funny that you say it, because it is kind of a new research that I do besides the humor. This is like a always all-time ongoing thing, but I had this, how women duets are, what is the body image, and what do we see, how they dance, how they move, how they dress. I don't know. What is the topic, what is the topic that they deal with on stage. So this is also an interest that I have at the moment. But as a teacher at the university, maybe you refer to that, I think, since like nearly 11 years, I think 11 or 12 years I do this now. I would say there are some positive things that I realized is that there is an openness now. I think it comes a little bit also from this, that yoga and this body work and this somatics are now more and more common and kind of part of the life also for male students, or like what you call male. And in the sports university, we have more male students than female students, I would say. Sorry. And then this fear of, or like insecurity that I had to confront a little bit in the first time, or in this last 10 years. This is a little bit, it disappears a little bit. They are more open. They try to just try it out and look at what it is. So this is a little bit, this openness and shyness is a little bit less. They are less shy but more open. But also, I don't know, a little bit now. I also see that the importance of being sexy is really coming back. So I think I had some years where it was not so important. They were doing sport, they move. It doesn't matter what you have your like really like your sports trousers on and a slobby t-shirt and a sweater and I don't know. But now, as I see the girls, I have to say that this is really shaping leggings thing and really showing the forms. The guys also are like really showing her shape, and how good they are in shape. So this is a little bit a trend, I would say. Yes, I see it more and more in my classes. Yes, wow. So this is a little bit an observation that I can share, but also like on a really also kind of an open mind and a sense of being fair to each other and try to be open and tolerant somehow. This is also what I feel. But I would say, yeah.
Great. And going back to your relationship with BIDE, that started many years ago, can be great if whatever you want to share about your experience in some of our B meetings, the residencies, and also that we start hopefully to collaborate during this season, the next year. But we love all the energy that you always bring to the table, and to the B Labs. But can be great to hear from you that you are super experienced in BIDE. What is your take about it? And what is your path with all these years that you was attending to our programs?
Yeah, I had really looked it up how many times I was now taking part. It was my sixth time this year. It's really crazy. So really 10 years ago, 2013, I was there for the first time. And yes, what I take out so much. So therefore I keep on coming. I come there all the time because it is always really nice to see people from all over the world. Literally, no, there are really, really people from everywhere. I think maybe not so many from Africa. I would appreciate if there would be more from this continent too. But so this is a really nice place where people come together, and I think I keep on growing since then with these connections, and I stay in contact with some people that I met there. I'm still in contact with Netta, the beautiful Israeli woman that I was also sharing this residency, and with Carolina, and I don't know, so many, a few names, I met really beautiful people there. It is really nice to see their artistic approach and thoughts and fears and problems. It's also really important to share the problems, because this is, it is so interesting also to, and really important to support each other in this also, or to be heard, to hear, to listen to, and to just to let somebody speak. And this is really one of the most biggest impressions that I took out of the last time, when so many people were really sharing their deepest emotions, and it was really touching. No, it was really, really emotional also. So you have this then inside of you, and you can keep on moving this and the thoughts and everything. So I think this makes us what we are somehow, no, our connections. And so this is what I take out. It's also really cool to see how it grows, and how it's how it's still going. No, this BIDE universe, it's also a little bit changing. No, sometimes new people, new connections, new networks evolving. So it is super nice to be part of this. And so this is what I witnessed, what I take out, and also, of course, like really interesting artists now, not only from the performance art world, also like musicians, or from poetry, or I don't know, no, also from the organizational side, from the management side, also cultural management talks that we had, or reflections or tips. It was really good to exchange there, to meet there. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you so much for sharing. We feel the same.
But you know what? And I was really super happy to listen to your great music for performance arts, and I used 2 tracks of you in my piece. We bought it. I bought the whole album. Yes.
Wow, thank you so much. You're so kind.
I really liked it, so I had to use it.
Well, great.
I hope it's okay. It's okay. No, it's. I think you do it for that. No, also.
Yeah, I mean, they belong to some other pieces, but of course, you are open to use it and just name it. It's absolutely fine. Yes. Oh, for sure. No problem. So for the end, Simone, we have the this year the nice game. That everybody is leaving a question to the next guest. So you have a question from our previous. But before I tell you the question, I would love to propose if you wanna leave a question for our next guest, without knowing who'll be.
Oh wow! Okay. If there was like. In the artistic work, if there was what was the highlight of the artistic work since now, until now? So if there is really like the one or 2 or 3 highlights from the artistic work, maybe the person can say what was the artistic highlight of their career.
Okay. Genial. So you have a question from our previous guest, Eugenia Esteves, a choreographer from Eugenia Esteves from Buenos Aires. She's a choreographer and also a researcher. And she asked you in Spanish, then I will translate you. Si en algún momento te gustaría tomar un café o una copa de vino conmigo. Eugenia asked if one day you want to have a cup of coffee or a glass of wine with her.
Eugenia, but I don't know her, right? Or did
no, I think you don't cross each other. But anyway, we can make it happen.
We can make it happen. Yes, of course. It would be great. Yeah, for sure. We can have a cup of coffee anywhere in the world, here, there, I don't know. And of course, a glass of wine. And maybe if you drink one glass of wine, there is a big chance that there is another one right after.
Absolutely.
It's never only one.
Well, thank you so much, Simone, for your time and for your absolutely amazing energy. And we are super happy to have this moment to know you a little more, and also, of course, for our listeners.
Oh, thank you so much. I had a really nice time. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So Thanks. This was the episode number 65, and see you in the next one. Thank you so much.